Tonight I want to discuss something that I just read in one of my books, something I haven't read for a while, and I can't believe I actually missed this, was out of the book of the Satanic Scare. It's called the Satanism Scare, and it's by James T. Richards, Joel Best, and David G. Bromley. See? On page 177, which is basically the satanic crime model, and when I read this, it caught my attention. It's both right and wrong. So, I'm going to read it to you real fast. Satanism is the worship of the devil and yourself. It is a self-centered, self-gratifying religious system. This section is correct about Satanism, but it's also about helping others to achieve freedom from oppression, especially religious suppression. So, anyways, Satan's goal is to defeat God's plan and grace and to establish his kingdom of evil in order to ruin man. Satan needs men and women alive to accomplish his work for him because he is a disembodied spirit. It's by Sandy Gallant. Okay? First of all, what I'd like to discuss with you about this is Satan may be a spirit, depending on what you believe for a faith system. If you follow the Levian system, which is from the Church of Satan, founded by Anton Szandor LaVey, they've taken on Satan's role, the Antichrist. Now, Daryl Sloan, not really sure what he is. I think he's a Satanist, but he hit it right on the mark. In 1 Chronicles, Zechariah, and Job, which are in the Old Testament of the Bible, of the Neo-Christian Bible, those were the earliest forms of Satan. Basically, Satan is an angel of God, which means he basically helped God. Satan, if you follow the ancient Hebrew, basically the early Hebrew system refers to Satan as adversary, the accuser. It wasn't until Job that he actually took on a manifestation of a spirit, if you wish, or if I've stated, a personal demon. Now, one thing is that Job has, throughout the book of Job, Satan basically tried to destroy him. But he did it on God's authorization. Now, it wasn't until the New Testament that Satan took on the role of the devil, the Antichrist. Now, most Satanists today will tell you, or actually most won't tell you because most don't give two shits about you. They figure if you're not smart enough to learn on your own, guess what? Why should we answer it? Well, I'm here to tell you that, like Anton Szandor LaVey's point of view, the LaVeyan point of view, I would have to say that we're not going to do anything. We don't have to. As people, human beings in the service of Satan, we don't have to lift a finger. Christianity is doing, well, everything on their own. They're destroying themselves by going against their Bible, by going against their word and their God. So, with that said, you people can basically stop telling the world through your books that we're trying to destroy God and what he stands for, because we're not. Now, if you go to say for an example, the vampire church known as you can actually read about that in Reverend Cesar 999's Bible, the Satanic Bible 2012. Basically, he's against Christianity. He's against the LaVeyan system. He's against basically everything that is not of his church. A lot like Christianity in their single God. So they get rid of all the other deities. But here's the thing. No one is right or wrong. Yes, a lot of people try to be better than they are, both mentally, physically, and emotionally. Now, Satan may be the accuser, the adversary, but he is not a demonic being. He's only made that through the Roman Catholic Church. So, with that said, I wanted to clear this up because of the fact that it was not only interesting in a right and wrong way, that people need to be made aware that not everything you read in books is accurate. As I've stated in the past, if you have not read the scriptures, if you have not read the articles and actually read the books, the material, you will not understand. Now, this book was based on the late 80s and early 90s, known as the Satanism scare. When Satanism was first being published, it was first being created after about 30, maybe 40 years after Anton Szandor LaVey created the Church of Satan, shaved his head, and declared himself a Satanist. Everybody saw Satanists everywhere. Now, another thing is in this book, it talks a lot about the satanic underground as a bunch of criminals going against the law. I've also noticed this on TV as well. Satanism, especially Satanists, individual Satanists, would not go against the law. They would find ways to do things to improve their own lives within the law. Now, I'm not saying that all Satanists are like that, because there are a few radicals, just like there are within Christianity. The apostolics are known as radicals. They are known as a cult. So I've heard this myself. And I spent 2 years as an apostolic, so I studied their work, I studied the Bible, I did everything before going back to Satanism. One of the other things that I've noticed is people tend to accuse Satanists of everything that goes wrong in their lives. This is another form of judgment. And personally, I'm sick of it. Seriously. But I wanted to get these facts out there because of the fact that it is wrong on so many levels, but yet they have only a fraction of the truth. They have a fraction of the information that is actually correct. Now, you take satanic groups like Marilyn Manson's father, Charles Manson. He was a form of radical. However, I would like to point out that there was no proof that he manipulated his followers into doing anything. There is no proof that he had any involvement. I've done the research myself, so I know. And I know Styx Hexenhammer 666 has done his research too. Now, I may not own the Manson files, but one of the first Satanists that I've heard about was Charles Manson. Another one was Aleister Crowley, Eliphas Levi, Dr. John Dee, and Edward Kelly with the Enochian system. And this is all before I even knew about Anton Szandor LaVey and that Turk somebody and Reverend Cesar 999. So these are things that I want you to think about, and hopefully you'll learn and grow from it. If not, you don't deserve to learn, because you're considered a moron if you haven't. But like I said, I just want to get it out there, and hopefully you do learn and grow from it. So, alright? Hail Satan, have a good night, and peace be with you.